Hello everyone, thanks for revisiting the channel. What I'd like to do in this video, firstly, is to just go over the fundamental principles of the channel. So, first, just remember we're always thinking. Wake up in the morning, you start to think. And you're doing this for the whole day, unknowingly, trapped in your mind. Secondly, the default setting for our thoughts is negative. So we spend most of our time thinking about things that, bottom line, make us feel unhappy. Thirdly, we have the ability to access our vigil mind, which is a place where we can escape from the thinking mind and its default, negative default setting. Now remember, when we access our vigil mind, stress, worrying, anxiousness, nervousness, these things are drastically reduced. Remember, when I say thinking, what we're actually doing, as I've mentioned before in the other videos, we're talking to ourselves in the head, in our own minds. We're talking to ourselves the whole day. Or is something talking to us? You see, the voice in the head, I call it the king of spin, like a spin doctor. Others call it the ego, the player here. I like that one. Whatever you want to call it. You see, I look at this thing as my greatest enemy. And when I first learned how to do this back in 2008, I saw it as my duty to control and silence this thing. Now, the way to do this is to access your vigil mind. So you may be saying, but Tone, how do we do this? I'm going to show you. Very simple, very simple, very, very simple. See, the main reason why we're trapped in the thinking mind is because that's where we put all of our attention. We focus on just thinking. The way to access the vigil mind is to become vigil. What does vigil mean? Aware, watchful, alert. So what we have to do is to become aware, alert and watchful of our surroundings. So we're going to do a quick test. We need to do a quick test. Firstly, we're going to do this in two different ways. The first way, all we're going to do is listen. We're going to use our hearing. We're just going to listen. Simple as that. That's all we have to do. So I want you to pause the video and then sit down. You can do it standing if you want, but just sit down. Relax and then just listen. Before you start listening, decide that you're not going to be thinking. All you're going to do is listen. So if anything enters, then you know that's the player here, the ego, your greatest enemy. You're going to decide not to think and just sit down. So pause the video and try it. Right. Now, I'm not sure how long you did it for. It could have been 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Doesn't matter how long you do it, but what did you experience? That's one way. Another way. Again, you're going to sit down and decide you ain't going to think. Yeah? So if the mind starts talking, then you know that's your greatest enemy. So again, decide you're not going to think, sit down, and this time what you're going to do is just look. Look around your room. Look for details. Like for example, right now I can look on the wooden floor. I've got dark wood floor and there's different shades of brown. And then the lines, and it's like a chestnut wood. Yeah, and I can look and see the details. I've got a plant here, tall plant. And there's very different shades of greens and the leaves are different shapes. And again, I'm aware, I'm alert. So I'm vigil. I'm now entering my vigil mind. See, when I'm listening or if I'm focusing on and looking, I'm not thinking. So pause the video and try it. Just become alert, observant of what's around you. You can look and listen at the same time. Whatever feels comfortable, just try it, then come back to me. So I hope you tried that. How did you feel? See, I've done this experiment here, this test with definitely over 100 people. And you know, they'd do it for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then I would ask them, what was your experience? And a lot of the times I would say, most people would say that, you know, the mind was trying to speak to them and get involved, but they focused and they listened. Because I normally start off by listening. I think the listening exercise is easier for most. So they would say, you know, whatever they heard. And then I would ask them on a level of say 0 to 10, 10 being peaceful, 0 being, you know, not so nice. What number would you give it? And on average, they would say around a 7. Some people say 10. Some people would say maybe 5 as the lowest, but they feel a lot more relaxed than their average state. And that was doing it for only 10, 20 seconds. So how did you feel on a level of 0 to 10? Did you feel the difference? See, I remember I did this back in 2008 in this very room. And I remember sitting down and the person was saying what you should do is feel the energy in your hands. Don't look at your hands, but just feel the energy. And remember, I did this with the intention of stopping my mind and becoming alert. So, as soon as I did that, wow! The room more or less became brighter because I was now alert and aware. The thinking had stopped and I felt calm. So, what I'd like you to do, leave some comments in the comment section and let me know what you experienced. Also, if you like this video, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, but basically I'd be really interested to know how you experience this. So, and this is another thing as well, you can practice this anywhere. You don't have to be sitting down in your room, you can be walking down the street and you can be listening. Instead of thinking, because that's what we're trying to do, we're trying to move away from the normal thinking mind and become aware and alert to your surroundings. No matter what you're doing. Whether you're in the shower, come on man, enjoy the shower. Stop thinking, feel the water, smell the soap, enjoy the moment. So, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.